everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma, aka Fleurs, and today I'm going to be working on my peninsula of my new island, Maplewood, which if you don't already know is a farm core autumn island which I'm currently working on. This is my second speed build, which is exciting. It's still all very new and fresh. So this is the area I'm going to be working on. Ignore the house, it shouldn't really be there. It won't be there for much longer, hopefully, fingers crossed. But the main area I'm going to work on is the peninsula, the rock at the back, and that tiny little patch of beach. So if you're looking forward to that, please remember to like the video and subscribe. There's going to be a lot more content like this coming soon. And I've also reset Floral for the first time today, which is scary. So new island also coming soon. I'm going to work on them in conjunction with one another, so the content should be varied for you guys. So definitely subscribe if you're interested to see what comes with that one. But today, as I say, we're going to be working on a vineyard on my peninsula and then a little bit of a wine tasting area. So let's get my hard hat on and start the build. This always takes so long. There we go. Ta-da! Hard hat on, time to do some building. So I want to go right to the edge with the kind of patches for where the grapes are going to go. And I'm going to alternate through the two types of dirt paths, so it's not just one big block of dirt. I just prefer this the way that this looks. That's not to say I might not do areas on this island where there is large areas of dirt for farms, but just for this particular area on the peninsula I thought it would be a nice way to do it. And I'm struggling here to plant this little tree. There we go. I should have realised it was too close to the edge. But what I'm going to do is mix it up between trees, bushes, and I've also got some illusion umbrellas and maybe a few weeds here and there just for good measure. They're not going to be how I want them to look in the end, because obviously they'll have to grow in and they do change slightly, so that'll be nice to see. And barrels are a must for any vineyard wine area, so I'm going to use the pirate barrels for this area. And then you can just see the umbrella that I've gone with. I've gone for these, the code is in the description. They're described as fall ones, so that's good. They're a slightly more yellowy green colour, which is nice, and will complement the grass when it finally goes to the full kind of yellowy colour. And the green grapes, I thought that I would keep in kind of green and not do the purple. Although maybe I'll change my mind later on, but I definitely like the green grapes as well. I wanted to include the barbed wire fencing in this area just because it's nice and rustic, so that's why I just moved this all around a little bit. There we go, it's all back to normal now, hopefully. And what else do we need here? We need a little umbrella, so I'm going to put one down. Without it being a massive headache, I couldn't get it to line up properly, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. Maybe I'll change it at a later date. Probably not, but it looks okay, so we'll just deal with that. I just remembered I needed some fruit so that these trees stunt and not do my usual thing of forget to do that and then come back the next day and they've all grown. That's really disappointing when that happens, but I've remembered today, so that's a good start. Okay, just a few more umbrellas. Might just expand this out a bit just so it doesn't look so odd. And I thought the leaves were a nice touch underneath the umbrellas just to give it kind of a little bit more detail. I don't have any sort of like vines or anything, which would have been a nice addition, but not something that I want to dedicate a whole custom design slot to, as I probably wouldn't use it on other areas on my island. So I'm back with more items, just give it a bit of fencing here just to break it off, section it off a bit. And then I was undecided as for which path to go for. I did think about using the planks that I've got, but I didn't think that they would flow very nicely. So I'm going in with the dirt path that I've used, or I'm going to be using throughout the island. And then because I don't have like an end point for this particular path, I just thought if I put the single path in and then put something at the end to kind of disguise it. So for this instance, I've gone in with the water pump and the wooden bucket. I was going to say basket then. It would be nice if we had some baskets, or bigger baskets. I know we have the flower basket, but some bigger baskets would be really nice for particular farm areas, for creating those rustic looks. I'm just gonna bring this path down a bit more, and I think what I will do is kind of curve it round to the beach at the back so that I can put some farmy type things on the right, and then obviously it leads to the beach. Just gonna add in another area for some grape bushes, just as a way to kind of create a section for the island. I know what I'm trying to say. To divide the section from the island is what I'm trying to say. And some fencing as well. I thought the fencing would look better behind the items as opposed to in front. I know realistically that's probably not how it would look, but I still quite like it that way. And then here I am just curving it around, making that entrance point to the beach like I talked about. Really like how natural this path is. It's definitely one of my favourite ones. And some more barrels, because everyone needs more barrels in their life. It's been a while since I've said it, so hashtag barrelcore. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't know, then you should find out and come join us for a stream. So here is going to be the farmy area that I was talking about, and I'm going to pop down some custom designs underneath before I go in with my silo. A really nice little tip for you. And I recently discovered how cute the back of the silo is. I actually prefer it to the front. I like the little tiny doors. I don't know why, they're just really, really cute. And here is me deliberating over which items to place down. It's a struggle. Sometimes I do prefer having the items placed down, but other times it's just easier having them in your inventory because you can always play around, change things up and switch things out. Thought about including the garden wagon. I'm not sure it really fits, if I'm honest. I feel like I'm going to have a lot on this island and wasn't sure about this area. So instead, trusty barrels, I think, are the way forward. And I'm going to use the sideways one and the normal ones, just because I like the way they look. And I thought that the dirt puddle underneath as well was a really cute addition. And a wind turbine. I think this is kind of going to be my whole aesthetic for the island. Barrels, wind turbines, silos and hay beds. I'm going to have to get crafting because I'm going to need a lot of them. I can feel it. Hopefully it doesn't get too repetitive for you guys. There we go. That looks a bit better just by adding some fencing behind it. And I need something else here. I feel like it's missing something. Yes, Mr. Gnome sits perfectly there. I do like the pile of leaves, but for some reason I'm not overly convinced on them in this area. Is it because I had too many? Yes, maybe. Right, so this area is going to be where I'm going to do my wine tasting, wine kind of storage area. And I thought it'd be nice to put a wind turbine on the back there, because, you know, eco power is the way forward. And then I'm going to have this stool, which has got a really cute design on, really like that. And some more barrels. Although I have run out of normal pirate barrels, so I'm going to have to go grab some more. Pop some stuff down before we do that. And as if by magic, I am back. Got some bushes, some plants, some more barrels. It's going to be the story of this island is going to be running out of barrels. I feel like I've talked about them a lot in this video. I'm going to stop talking about them now. And then for some more farm items, I thought the hose reel kind of fitted quite nicely. Just a random flower planted. Because, you know, why not? And some tools. So I've got this outdoorsy shovel in the green colour to match with the hose. And then back over to the rocks we go. Another pirate barrel placed down. And I'm going to put a pot up there. Don't know why. Might fit with it, kind of. But it looks alright. So we'll leave it there. Not sure how I feel about the hay bed there. So we'll leave the sideways barrel and put a normal one down. If I can get it in the right position. There we go. And some candles. That looks nice. Right. I'm going to put some items on the stall as well. Stuff that kind of fits with the wine tasting. So I've got some grapes and I've got a pitcher. Had a total mental blank as to what that was called the other day. But now I remember. Because I've just seen it. But hey. There we go. Right. And then on this side, I'm going to try fit the hay bed in. No, it doesn't want to fit in there. Should we put it out front of it? Yeah, there we go. Or not quite. Oh yes. Can't forget the fizzy apple on top of the barrel. There we go. Okay. Not sure really what else I've got that I could put here. Not sure a bucket really fits. I don't understand why you can't put buckets on top of the barrels. Someone explain to me. I just feel like you should be able to. Is it just the pirate barrels, or can you put them on top of anything else, or is it just the buckets in general? You can't stack them. So for the beach area, I'm going to have some tables and chairs down here. So I'm going to add some cobblestone. Not really sure how I'm going to do this. Just randomly, probably. Just a few here and there. Just to create sort of a rustic the whole area is pretty rustic, just to add to the rustic feel. And for the tables and chairs, I've gone with the iron garden chair and table because they're fancy. And if you're doing wine tasting, you're probably quite posh, so we'll go with that. You might not be posh, but I just thought that they looked nice. And the brown fitted well with the area. Just grabbed another iron table and chairs. Here we are. Some more fizzy apple. And no, I want a serving cart, not a hand cart. And on these, I'm going to go the grapes for sure. Watch me try and put down some pansies. Not working at all. Might have to do. I'm not overly convinced by the cardboard box. Maybe we'll change that up later. Okay. I still don't know what to put behind this fence, so maybe, yeah, flowers might just be a good point. I think what I will do here is maybe build up a cliff or try and transition it into another area. I don't want it to be too big because it's actually taking up quite a lot of space as it is, especially with the rocks and the peninsula area. So I will try and transition it off into another area, but obviously you won't get to see that today, but just imagine it. Okay, we are back again. Final touches. I've found a code for some umbrellas which will fit perfectly, and I remembered earlier on in the day one of my whole ideas behind this area was using the butter churns as like the wine presses. I know they don't look like this in real life, but that's kind of my idea, kind of, you know, where they squish the grapes and whatnot to go into the barrels. And these are the umbrellas that I was talking about. Again, code should be in the description. Absolutely love them and they fit perfectly in the area. So I'm just going to fit as many as I can in here. Okay, I think 3 is good enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much done. I'm not sure what else I could have added, let alone if there's any more room. So here is our vineyard with the grapes where they grow. As I said earlier, the weeds, I want them to grow in a bit, make them look a bit more autumnal. And then back here we have some farm stuff, lots of barrels everywhere. And then here is the wine tasting area up on the rocks. We've got the press, we've got the seating area, lots of glasses of fizzy apple, and lots of barrels just to kind of complete the area. It definitely has achieved that rustic look that I was going for, so I'm happy with that. I don't know if maybe I do need to change out the grape bushes for the purple one. They might just stand out a bit more, but I'm going to see what happens when the ground transitions a bit more, because I feel like that might help with my decision. But there we go. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to like the video and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you again soon with another video. Thank you. Bye bye.